Hello, everybody. Welcome to the downstairs of the garage. So I finally got this rubber flooring in, and I can actually not even touch the ceiling if I tried. So I figured we'd try out down here tonight. Hopefully the heater sticks with us for a while, but it's not too bad down here. Um, let's go ahead and get started. So come to a seat, and you're going to want to make sure that you have a wall tonight. So this also has a much better wall situation, not a window with curtains. We're going to use it for a couple different things, not just going upside down. We're trying to. And we're going to start just with a little bit of hip work. So Agni Stambhasana, or fire log pose. You're going to take the bottom foot, whichever one you choose, perpendicular to the front of your mat and top. Other foot over top, stacking your legs like logs on a fire. This fire has no logs. Scooping the hips back. And if this doesn't work for you, I mean, even if it's really up high, you can always place some blocks underneath. But again, still, if it doesn't work for you, try a figure 4 variation or the front leg just kind of out in front of the other. Still trying to get this bottom shin flexed and stacking the legs right next to each other in front. Nice space. So in your Agni Stambhasana, fire log, starting to feel the heat build. Roll your shoulders a little bit and then find some stillness. So you might notice right off the bat that you're trying to get the pose to look a certain And then inhale for a count of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Push all of the air out. Hold on empty at the bottom for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then our 8 count. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fill completely. Hold. Seal your lips. Seal your nose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then begin a slow, drawn out exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Letting all of the air release, holding on empty. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold on full. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slow drawn out exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold on empty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then begin your inhale, moving into Ujjayi breath. So just in and out through the nose, and you can unstack your legs. Extend both of your legs out in front of you. Do them a gentle wiggle. And if your hamstrings are a little bit tight, you can always put some blocks underneath your knees. We're going to move into Dandasana and then Paschimottanasana, or a forward fold. So the little support under your hamstrings can help you if your hamstrings are feeling especially tight. Otherwise, just keeping a little gentle bend, making sure you have a nice strong back. Inhale, lift your arms up. So Dandasana, or staff pose. And then starting to hinge at the hips. Exhale, come down as far as you can get with the straight, flat back. Whenever you reach your limit, keeping your feet flexed back towards you, simply bring your hands down, tense your fingertips, and pull your chest forward. So this is a pose that I think we all try and aim for, getting our forehead all the way to our shins or our knees. And that's, the perfect Paschimottanasana, or hands to feet pose. Our hands might never get to our feet. And so it's not so much about what we conceptualize as perfection, but instead perfection as in balance, and balance within our body. In yoga, I think that's very much so covered in what we talked about a couple weeks ago, the balance of effort and ease, or of strength and tenacity to hold a pose and ease. Now, as you kind of marinate here, maybe you can crawl your hands a little bit more forward. You can also always grab one of your blocks if you'd like, and use that to maybe even set your head down on, working to keep, again, that straight back. If you have a prop underneath your forehead, you can start to lose some of the rigidity or let up rather, and really surrender a little bit more to the ease of the posture versus holding, drawing navel in. So your choice, if you'd like a little prop, that's going to help you tonight. Again, find that balance between effort and ease. Take another inhale through your nose. And then exhale, this time start to round your back. Just pushing your upper back out away from you. Inhale, pull your chest forward and through. Best by gripping again your hands down. So if you were using those props, maybe move them off to the side. Exhale, hollow out. Push your low back and upper back into a rounded shape. Inhale, pull through, draw elbow tips in towards your side. Exhale, round. Inhale, pull through. And then exhale, round, hold that shape, and then allow yourself to fold now with a rounded back. Maybe crawling your hands forward, potentially now finding your feet, but knowing that we haven't really warmed up the body, it's not important to get there. Hands can just simply find ankles or shins or maybe just your knees. And then again, allow yourself to surrender in this position, and maybe you use just one block. Let your forehead rest down. Feel the lengthening along the back of the leg. Take one more inhale, followed by a long exhale. Start to lift your head up. Inhale, pull yourself back up. Move any props off to the side, and then we'll move into Vrksasana, or bound angle pose. Soles of the feet together, knees out wide in a butterfly-like position. Again, you can pull in those props if you'd like to, underneath your knees, maybe at an angle, or just let your knees hang. Using your hands at your ankles or shins, use that to lengthen and pull your spine long. Take an inhale, and then exhale. We're going to move into Uddiyana Bandha, a breath bind, where we hold the exhale forcefully out, and then draw our diaphragm up to suction out behind the digestive organs. So it looks like this. Be forced for exhale. And then you'll release the belly before you inhale. So we're going to do that in our Vrksasana, or bound angle pose. And I think it really helps to have your hands a hold of something to kind of lengthen and pull your spine. That'll help you feel that suction a little bit more. So we'll take just one normal cycle of breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale for Uddiyana Bandha. Open mouth, exhale. Hold, seal your lips. You can always swallow. Think about your diaphragm pulling up into the space of your lungs. Your lungs are empty. Your core, digestive organs kind of sucking back in. You might even feel a little bit of that lock also up here at your throat. That's Jalandhara Bandha. And then you'll release before you inhale. Now, you might not have felt it, but trust me, when you do get it, you feel it. You're like, whoa, that was a little funky. And that helps us to really kind of harness our energy. You can always try taking that bandha while you're jumping from the front to the back of your mat in down dog to forward fold, or going into inversions. It's a little tricky, lots to think about when you're doing that, but we're going to just try it here on the ground 2 more times. So 1 full round of breath. Inhale through the nose, sit up tall, pull your spine long, and exhale through your nose. Inhale again, this time for Uddiyana Bandha. Open mouth, exhale. Hold it on empty, seal your lips. Then you'll release your belly before you inhale. Whew. Sometimes when you catch, you can also maybe even feel like you have that sensation to cough, something like that. You're getting it. All right, 1 more round. Inhale. Exhale through your nose. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale, Uddiyana Bandha. Then you'll release. Ooh, and breathe in. Extend your feet. Give them a little wiggle. And we'll move into boat pose or Navasana. First, take your hands behind your knees, lift up one leg and then the other. Chest reaches up high, flex your toes, and see if you can spread those toes apart. Now, Navasana is another pose that I feel like, we always want to do it perfectly, which is good and challenging for your core, but you got to find your balance, right? And if you take it too far, you might start to feel some compression or discomfort in your low back. So always hands behind the knees, pulling back as much as feels good, as much support you need. Maybe straightening the legs. Maybe moving hands to the side. If you need a little bit more support, try putting your hands just a little bit behind you so that you don't round in your low back. And then wherever your hands are, you can keep them there for Ardha Navasana, lowering down halfway. So if hands are behind your knees, maybe they slide up to behind your hamstring. Fingertips can stay behind you. Inhale, lift up. Navasana. Exhale, Ardha Navasana. Feeling that core turning on and finding your balance even here on your hip bones. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Pointing your toes. One more time. Inhale, up. And exhale, lower. Inhale, come up. Bring your hands behind your knees. Cross your legs. You're going to find both of your blocks. Now, if you do not have 2 blocks tonight, because I know some of you use creative props, you're going to want to build up something alongside of you. We're going to move into Lolasana, which is an incredibly difficult pose, I think. So again, it's just about practicing and kind of finding a little bit of fun and curiosity in it. And don't, let your mind take over and say bad things about yourself if you can't get it, right? Let's just be a little bit fun, a little bit playful for this one. So what you're gonna do, legs out in front of you, bring your blocks in or whatever you're using to press down into, and you're gonna lift your glutes up. Now you're gonna work on, can you lift your legs up? Easier if you cross at the ankles, lower down. So from the front, change the cross. Blocks are by the hips. Press your hands down into the blocks. Lift up your glutes, your sit bones, and then can you bring your legs up? Feel your navel, your hip flexors working, and then come down. Switch the cross of the legs. Now you can always stay with the lift and maybe you just barely get off the hover. Remember to breathe, inhale. Exhale is the push. All right, if you want to add on, inhale. Exhale, push, lift your legs, and start to rock. Come down, switch the legs, inhale. Press your hands into the blocks, exhale, push up and rock. I'm sweating already. All right, switch the legs. Maybe adding on, we're gonna try and rock and sweep our legs behind us into plank. Maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. Just start to feel it. Again, if you don't want to go there tonight, you can just work on lifting the glutes off the floor. Inhale, exhale, push up, rock, swing back, plank. It might not look pretty. Inhale and plank if you're there, or inhale with glutes down on the ground. Keep pressing in, exhale, and swing back through. Switch your glutes down. Switch the cross the legs. Last time, inhale. Exhale, push into the blocks, lift legs up, swing, kick back. All right, breath in plank or with your glutes back down. And exhale, swing through. The swing through is more fun. Okay, enough of that craziness. Move your blocks off to the side. Point, flex your feet. And coming back into Dandasana, staff pose. And then from here, you're just gonna pull the right leg back, open up a little bit out to the side, drop your left arm down, open your chest, and then reach a little bit overhead. It's a little stretch. Let that right hand come down. Straighten yourself over your front extended leg and exhale, fold. So that might relieve any tension in your low back with this gentle twist, especially with the core. And then come up. Extend your right foot and pull your left foot back. Drop your right arm down to the inside. Inhale, left arm up. And exhale, overhead. Releasing your neck. Inhale. Exhale, bring the left hand down. Move the right hand to the outside of the right leg. Inhale, up. And exhale, fold. From here, come up, pull that leg back. You're gonna set up for dolphin pose. Now, if you like using a block in dolphin, you can place your hands around that block. Otherwise, come down, forearms down. Spread the fingers wide. Ground down through the elbows. Take measurement, making sure you can grip onto opposite bicep. And then hands down, gaze back between your knees, tuck your toes, and inhale, lift up. Feeling your upper back start to light up. Forearms pressing down, elbow tips coming in towards each other. Grip your finger pads down. Inhale, lift onto your tiptoes, walk your feet in if you can. And then exhale, push more through your forearms, drop your heels down. Notice if you stopped breathing. Already we're in an inversion. So we do this one a lot in my classes. So you're an old pro at inversions, so don't let that I word scare you. Know that you've practiced them a lot. But tonight we're gonna push yourself a little bit farther. So keeping your right leg planted, inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, press more into your forearms. Really root them down into your mat. Inhale, see if you can lift your left leg straight up and rise onto the right tippy toes. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Keeping your left leg super straight and strong. Exhale down. So if it wasn't turned on, turn it on more, and notice how that makes it feel a little bit lighter. Inhale, lift up, right tippy toes. And then exhale, left leg all the way down. If your elbow tips started to slide apart, pull them back together. Keeping your left foot grounded now. Inhale, raise the right leg high. So I like to keep my feet hip-width distance apart so that I'm not tempted to open my hips, but instead keep them square. Inhale, right leg strong, lift it, and rise to left tippy toes. Woo! Feel those shoulders burn. Exhale down. Keep the right leg drawing internally. Inhale, lift, rise to left tip toes. Exhale down. Whew. Keep breathing. Slow inhale, rise up. Exhale down, right leg down. Both feet on the ground, press your chest back. And then exhale, lower your knees down. Walk your hands forward. Set your forehead down on the mat. Elbows lifted, maybe tenting up. Fingertips for Anahata Asana, heart melting pose. Feel like this is the opposite of dolphin. Shoulder blades are retracted on your back, chest melting down. Inhale, exhale. Palms come down. Inhale, exhale. Gaze shifts forward. Slowly roll up into all fours. Rock forward into plank position. Lift your knees up. Bend your knees and press back. Downward facing dog. As your chest reaches through, start to let your heels begin to drop down and legs straighten to about 95%. Relax your head. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, look forward. Left leg lifts. And then exhale, step your left foot forward. Coming into a nice long lunge. Now you might want your blocks later in this flow, so pull them in a little bit closer so they're in arm's reach. Keep pressing down through the left foot. Left knee stacks over that ankle. And then inhale, reach your arms up. High lunge. Reach your arms out wide. Bring them to your hips. And start to square your right hip forward. Left hip a little bit back. Shoulders drawing back. Reach your arms up. And then exhale. See if you can come a little bit deeper in the lunge. Feel your left hip still pulling back. Right hip pulling forward. And inhale, slowly straighten the left leg. Exhale, slowly start reaching forward. Grounding the toes down, keeping a gentle bend so you're not locking out in that front leg. Let your arms come all the way down. So again, this is where you might want the props underneath your hands. Finding pyramid pose. Inhale. Exhale, start to fold down. So this position might feel pretty familiar. We did it earlier with one leg in Dandasana into Paschimottanasana, hands to feet. So right here, push into your blocks, straighten your back, correct your hips so you have that nice squared off alignment where you're not opening out to the right side. Think about pulling the left hip up, engagement in the left leg, not locking it out, and then start to bend your elbows. Maybe looking at yourself in your video stream or just feeling for that straight back. Breath in, exhale. One more time, inhale, exhale. Now let your shoulders round. Maybe move the blocks away and let yourself round over your extended left leg. Maybe forehead comes down to your knee or shin. Maybe it doesn't. Again, finding the practice of the posture, that balance for yourself between how far you go, how far you push yourself, and allowing yourself the ease and the efficiency to stay for several breaths. So that wherever you set yourself, whatever position you put yourself in, you can still breathe. Breath in and out. And slowly bend that left leg. Walk your hands forward. Maybe finding your blocks again if you'd like. You're going to pull the right foot in and then start to lift it up into vertical splits. So from here, gaze down the length of your right leg and turn those toes down. So that leg might not lift as high, but it is super strong and it's internally rotated so that the hips are square. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend your right knee, bring it behind your left and squat down. Inhale, press through the left leg and extend the right leg. Exhale, bend the right knee, bring it behind the left, squat down, maybe bringing that shin to hover. Inhale, press, straighten both legs, correct the hips. Exhale, come down, Jiva squat. And then you're gonna bring that right shin all the way down. Sit your glutes down so you have the left leg crossed up and over. Right heel is close in to the left glutes. Bring your left arm behind you. Inhale, right arm up. And then exhale, bend your elbow. Take a twist into Ardha Mandrasana. Inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. Slowly unwinding. Bring your left hand to the inside of your left leg. Taking a counter twist, open to the right side. And then come back forward over your feet. Send the right leg back, left leg back, downward facing dog. Pressing fingertips into the mat, reach and spread your hips up. Exhale. Inhale forward, right leg lifts. And exhale, step your right foot forward. Stacking right ankle and right knee. And pulling the blocks in a little bit closer if you like them in pyramids. Keep that knee bent and slowly come up into your high lunge. Reach arms out to the side, bend them, bring them to your hips. Square the right hip back, left hip forward. Draw your navel in. And then re-extend the arms up. Press strongly through that back left heel. Let your gaze be parallel to the horizon in front of you. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe set down a little bit deeper. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, start to straighten your front leg. Pull again the right hip back. Exhale, hinging at the hips, come forward, 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 and then hands down, finding your block or the mat. Press, pull the right femur head back, maybe lift the left heel, the back one a little bit more. Ground through your toes. and push yourself up as much as you need to, maybe even coming higher on the block so that you feel that nice square back. Then folding at the hips, trying to maintain that square back. Come down as much as you can tonight. Inhale. Exhale. Again, working on square back, flat back, square hips. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale and round. We're now letting the shoulders protract away from the spine. Maybe a little bit more bend even in that front leg so that your thigh can come to your wrist. Letting your forehead come down. Breathe in and out. Inhale, lift your gaze. Find your blocks. Reach them out in front of you. Bend your right knee. Slowly drag your left foot forward and then reach it up for a vertical split. Inhale. Exhale, fold, gaze down the left leg, curl those toes down so you're internally rotating and then press through the ball of the foot, maybe lift it a little bit higher. Inhale. Exhale, bend your elbows a little bit more. See if you can bring your chest a little bit closer to your thigh. Inhale. Exhale, bend the left knee, bring it down behind the right and squat down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, bend left knee, bring it down behind the right, squat down. Press through the right foot, straighten the right leg, extend the left leg. Inhale. Exhale, knee, stack. Squat down, challenge yourself, get a little bit lower, lower, lower. And then bring that right shin, or left shin rather, all the way down outside the right foot. Sit, both sit bones down towards the ground. My right one never quite gets down. Heel is in as close as feels good. Right hand behind you, inhale, left arm up. Bend your elbow, bring it across, finding the outside of your knee. And then press into your right arm to lengthen your spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And breath in and out. Slowly unwind. Plant your left hand down outside your left hip. Bring your right arm to the inside of your right knee. Take a gentle counter twist. And then unwind your leg. All right, let's move this party to the wall. So we're going to work tonight on a couple strength exercises for getting into inversion. Lots of fun. It's going to build a lot of heat, and it might be hard, especially the L handstand at the wall. I feel like, it feels tough, but it's one of those strength building exercises that builds endurance, and that the practice and the practice and the strength will slowly, will make you stronger. Maybe one day you can use it in a full handstand. And if not, you'll just have really strong shoulders and arms anyways. So again, practice, not perfection. All right, come to all fours. Back yourself up to the wall so that this was the wall right here. So that knees are down, hips stack over the knees, hands down, and then they maintain this place. So you do not want your hands to walk forward. Now, if you're one of those people that likes to be like, well, it feels better, and you want something so you don't cheat, you can also come so that your hips are all the way against the wall, and then you can grind all of that dead skin that gathers at the back of your heels onto your mat. Very visible lines here, right? And then you come and you stack up so that the heels of your hands line up right at that line. Now don't move them. Spread your fingers. My arms are shoulder width distance apart so you can see they create straight lines. And then pressing down, tuck toes, and lift up into very short down dog. Now from here, you're going to bend one leg, bring it up right at hip height, so right in line with your glutes, and then start to press that leg to straight. Bring the right leg up too. All right, so you want a little bit of a bend in your knees, but you really want to be pressing your feet into the wall. Maybe you found that urge to want to walk your hands forward. Don't do it. In this position, your hands, shoulders, and hips are stacked in one line. Slowly come down. Knees together, thunderbolt pose. Hands come into your lap. And breathe. All right, so I want you to think back. When I was cueing all of the different things that need to happen in our body for that shape. Usually we're thinking about that, so our mind's staying present. But oftentimes in inversion, our breath goes away. So maybe you came down and realized, oh, I haven't taken a breath since I went up into that horrible posture. Refine that cadence of Ujjayi breath. Recenter yourself, maybe close your eyes. Continue to find that breath. Find that count that feels strong and focusing for you. This time, moving into your L handstand, see if you can keep that breath. If you made the marks with your heels and you still have that mark, you'll know to just place your palms right back there. Otherwise, you can just set yourself up without the mark, but still knees under hips, feet flex, press your hands down. Inhale. Exhale, push up and back, downward facing dog. This time, bend your right leg. Press your right foot to start into the mat directly behind your hips. Both legs up and breathe. If you'd like to, try lifting one leg to come in line with wrists, shoulders, hips, and then knee and foot. You are doing a lift, switch sides, left leg up. Continuing, breathing in and out. Left leg down, take another breath here. And exhale, slowly lower yourself down. Come back. For those of you that used to think I was cheating when I did this on the door inside, know that this is a super slick wall mural. It's rough, right? The legs don't want to stay up there. The key is little gentle bend in your knees and constant pressure. Breathe, come back into center. Think about The progress, even just between those 2 times at the wall, the 2 L handstand. So either move back into an L handstand at the wall, or if you'd like to, take it a little bit farther and flip it around. You'll come to face the wall. If you are doing this option, hands want to stay about 6 to 12 inches off of the wall. So you'll place your hands down. So that's, if you think about maybe the crown of your head touching the wall. All right, setting up the same way, knees under hips, toes flexed. Push back into your shortened down dog. If you're in L handstand, you'll bend one knee and place it at the wall. If you want to work on kicking up into handstand, inhale, lift your heels high, walk your down dog as short as you can, and exhale. All right, so the key here is to get as close as you can to wrists, shoulders, hip stack. So the hardest part is the hip stack. But hands and shoulders, you can do that without too much work. So shift forward. Walk your feet in again a little bit closer if you can. Then lift one leg up. Now, just like in dolphin, you want square hips, so toes down. Inhale, lift up high on the heel. Now exhale all of the air out. Hold on empty, just like we did in Vrksasana. And lift up. And so maybe you don't get up right away. If not, come down, try again with your breath. So on the exhale is when you push yourself up into the handstand at the wall. Once you get up there, push into your hands, scrub your heels up. And then whenever you feel like coming down, bring your knees down, sit back, and take a couple breaths before you start again. So not rushing through each cycle of the movement, but instead setting up your practice with the same steps. All right, another round, either L handstand again at the wall, maybe working on just pushing one foot into the wall so that you move your hips a little bit more over and back. So that could be something to try. Maybe leg lift and maybe pushing off onto your tiptoes at the wall. If you're going to follow me into handstand again, or a handstand practice, maybe we don't get to handstand, then you'll set up again, one head length away from the wall, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, tuck your toes, lift up and back, tight down dog. Inhale, heels high, walk forward, exhale. Inhale, shift shoulders over your wrists. Lift one leg, opposite leg than you did last time. Exhale. Shift again. Shoulders over wrists. Keep that leg lifted and strong. Bend your knees and kick up. Maybe you kick up once, twice, 3 times. And finding the stacking. Maybe finding just a little bit of playfulness in those kicks, right? It might have been a long time since you last had your head down between your hands or tried to kick up. And if you just end up, kicking but never making it to the wall, that's okay. Slow and controlled, bend your knee, exhale, and then kick. Again, whenever you're ready, coming down. Knees bent, hips over, heels, hands down. Inhale, Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. That was nice. Now let's stretch our shoulders. So slowly come up. We're going to come to standing. We're going to use the wall again, our friend. You're going to come to stand with one side all the way against the wall. And then whatever foot is closest to the wall, step that one forward, the other one back, and then toes a little bit out. So you're in a warrior one stance. Again, leg closest to the wall is the bent knee that's on the inside. And then take your left hand to the wall and bring it back behind you. So notice hand and shoulder are the same level. Come deeper into your lunge. And then take the outside hand, in this case my right hand, to your chest. Inhale, feel your breath underneath your palm. Exhale, use your arm to gently open the outside shoulder back. Draw deeper into your lunge. Inhale. Feel that breath inflating right behind your palm. And exhale, lunge deeper, draw your shoulder head back. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, slowly press your front leg to straight. Drop that hand down, pivot on your heels, and then pivot the other way. So now, for me, right foot is close to the wall. Left toes out to the side. Bend deep into your front knee. Take your right arm, place it on the wall, and then directly back behind you, shoulder level, and then deep in your lunge. It's okay if your hip hits the wall, that's not cheating. Inhale, bring your right or left hand to your left chest. Feel that breath beneath your palm. And exhale, draw. And you can even move the left fingertips across your chest. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, breath in. And out. Slowly press front leg straight, drop your arm down. Pivot to the side, and then we're gonna do one more thing at the wall here. We're gonna do a supported forward fold. And so you're gonna face the wall. Stand a little bit back to start. Open your legs wide, just like you're setting up for Vrksasana. And then fold down. Now start to walk your hands and then foot. This is very nice. This agave. All the way until you feel the wall against your upper back. And then once you feel the wall, start to bend your elbows so that you drop the weight of your body down into the wall. Might walk your feet in a little bit more so that as you drop the weight in, you get a deeper pose, deeper fold. You can start to press your heels towards straight or keep a gentle bend in your knees, whichever feels better. Maybe even take opposite elbow as you hang down. Using the support of the wall and the weight of your head and maybe your arms to pull your spine long. Start to relieve some of the compression of walking, sitting, all the things that we do all day. Release your hands down, gently push yourself off the wall. Walk back and bring your knees down. Now for our final posture tonight, I'd like to offer a supported legs up the wall pose. So that is why I said grab a strap. And it doesn't need to be a strap. It can be like a scarf, a belt, anything that you can tie. So if you are using a strap though, do make a loop with the D-ring and pull it through. So both D-rings, pull it through, then divide them and pull it back through just one. All right. And so with that, you're going to bring your legs and yourself to the wall. You can also use a block. So just have one nearby. You're sitting sideways as close as you can. And then lean back, pivot, and bring your legs up the wall. Now with your strap or your scarf, you're gonna either pull it around your calves and tighten, or just tie the belt or scarf around your calves, tightening them a bit. And then bring them back to the wall, arms down by your side. If you'd like a little bit more lift, you can push your heels into the wall to lift your glutes up, and then place the block underneath your hips. So that'll bring a little bit more weight into your shoulders. It also can help, especially with the edge right at the crest of your hips and your spine hanging down, relieve any compression that you might be feeling in your low back. Let your hands drop out by your side. Deep breath in and out. Inhale and exhale. Feeling for gentle support, the wall and the props on your body. The surrender. Reflecting back on your time at the wall, working on either L handstand or trying to kick up into handstand. The amount of effort, the repetition, the practice of coming back up. But without that effort expended, how difficult it would be to ease your body into this supported position without pushing yourself in this class tonight. You wouldn't be able to savor the ease. Slowly bend your knees, bring feet in enough that you can remove your prop. And with your knees drawn in a fetal position, just gently roll down to one side. Gently press yourself up. Since we're at the wall, use the wall again as a prop. Sit your hips back. press your low back, shoulders, and then back of your head into the wall. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale and exhale. Hands together at heart center. Right thumbs up to third eye center. Be curious. Follow your bliss. Namaste.